What's going on, guys? Fourth episode here. Fourth? Yes, fourth episode from Golf to Dream Begins. And let's do a quick update here of the save. Uh, let's see who won the World Cup. In 2022, Brazil won against, let's see, against England. Oh my god, Senegal went to the semifinals. Nice, Brazil won. So let's begin our updates here. Let's move to Andrew McGowan, our Scottish player. He's now playing for Melbourne City. He left Manchester City after four seasons of one match played. A very sad career in Manchester City. And then he moved to Melbourne City in Australia to play the Hyundai A League. His attributes still looking decent for a average team. He's not being called for the national squad. Let's see what else. Let's see his achievements. My god. In 2025 he scored his first senior goal in Melbourne City in 2025 with 25 years old. Pretty old for his first career goal. He has a good average rating actually, and we hope he can move for another city before retiring in like 10 or 12 years. Now let's move to Callaghan, our Australian player. He's still playing for PSG reserves. He didn't get a chance to play for the first squad, which is sad because, well, for a defender he has good attributes, but still has to develop more. He's not being called for national squad either. He probably is gonna leave the club in 30 days and move back to Australia. I don't know. And that are his achievements. Not much to show. That's Callaghan. Now let's move to Chris Earl. He is still a player of Red Bull in Germany. He went on a loan for Stade Rennais in France. He played 37 times and he has good skills, especially physical skills. He has a player trait. He's playing for the national squad of Sweden. Let's see what else. Chris Earl is a name mainly known to those with a strong interest in German football, so he's a not well-known player. We hope this changes in the next years. Now let's look at David Tobias, our Czech player. He's still playing for Torino. He went on a loan on Villarreal, where he didn't play much, and now he's playing as a first squad player in Italy. His skills are decent for a striker, but not that good. Physically good. He's still playing for the national team sometimes. He's a key player in Torino now, number 9, and Napoli is interested in his football, which is nice because Napoli is probably one of the best teams in Italy nowadays. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. Oops. Let's see if he has the player trait. No. And these are his achievements. Not much to show. And he's a well-known player for football fans across Europe. That's David Tobias, I don't know. Now let's move to Heido. He's playing with Chris Earl in Red Bull Leipzig in Germany. He's probably in the first 11. Oops. And his attributes look so good for a defender, but he had to develop crossing and passing a little bit more. He's a Colombian player playing a lot for his national team. He has a good reputation. And what else? His status in the first team. And he's a well-known player for football fans across South America and Europe. And these are his achievements. Not many changes. And this is Heido. Now let's move to Jason Price, another Australian. He's playing for Napoli. He moved from BMG after a period of in loan, and now he's playing constantly for Napoli. He's physically a monster, psychologically a monster as well, but technically he's not so good. Still a good player, a decent player for Napoli, I believe. He's playing the Champions League. He has a good reputation. This is probably his former manager in Australia. He's seen as a first team player, and Olympique de Marseille is interested in his football. Well, he played 43 times this season. Let's see his landmarks. Not so much to show, but he won several awards during his time in Napoli, and he almost won a Euro Cup last year. And this is Jason Price, which is also a well-known player for football fans across Asia and Europe. That's Jason Price. Now let's move to Jay White. He's still a player of Arsenal, and thanks God he went on a loan for a good team, Olympique Lyon. He's playing as a defender, but his technical attributes are shite, and even his physical attributes are not balanced. I mean, he could develop balance and stamina and natural fitness, especially for a defender. And this is Jay White. He didn't even learn how to speak French yet, and his period in Olympique Lyon is finishing, and now he's gonna move back to his poor career in Arsenal. And this is his landmarks. That's a good award. And this is Jay White. Now let's move to Koki, who's now playing in Spain. After 2 loans, he moved back to Tottenham, and then he signed free for Cordoba in Spain, playing the second division. His attributes are decent for this league, especially for a striker. He could develop more like technique and long shots, crossing not. And well, physically he's not good. He has two player traits: play short, simple passes, and does not dive into tackles. He has already five appearances for the national team of Bulgaria, and this is what I have to show you guys, because he scored only 27 times in his career. For a striker, uh, that's embarrassing. And these are his awards. That's Koki. Now let's move to Nirmakov, our Israeli player. He's still playing for Fiorentina. He's in the first squad probably, and he has good physical attributes, good crossing, but he could have developed more passing, more technique. And that's Nirmakov. He has a fairly good reputation, still play for the national team of Israel. He's seen as a first team player, and Napoli is interested in his football. Oh my god, Napoli is taking all the players of the safe for their team, which is nice. It's a nice combination of players. And these are his football career status and his landmarks. Fiorentina is not a team that won titles in Italy, at least nowadays, which is very sad, because great players have played for Fiorentina, like Adriano De Imperatore and Gabriel Batistuta. It's sad. Now let's move to Pef Blazer, who's now playing in the first team of Porto after a period in Hamburg. And his status, his attributes are pretty good for a winger, are pretty good attributes. Nice, man. This Indian player is nice. I can play like a Indian as well. And he has a fairly good reputation. 50 appearances for Indian national team already. He's seen as a first team player in, oh my god, and Barcelona is interested in his football. Nice, Pef Blazer. That's good, man. And here he played 47 times this season. 47. That's really good, with a good average rating. And wow, he has a good average rating in his career as well. And these are his achievements. A lot of awards during his time in Porto. Oh my god, footballer of the year in Asia. 3rd place. Nice, man. Nice. And this is Pef Blazer. A lot of runners up. Oh my god, Porto runners up 8 times here. And he's a well-known player for football fans across Asia and Europe. That's Pef Blazer, a good player. Now let's move to Razvan. He's now playing for San Sebastian, Real San Sebastian. It's Real Sociedad actually. And he's playing at the first division of Spain after 3 years playing for Atalanta. He was playing quite a lot, but his attributes didn't develop so much. He has a personal trait. He's playing for the first national team. Let's see what else. He's a defensive midfielder. Let's see his achievements. Not so much to show. And that's Razvan. Now let's move to Thomas Clarkson, one of the best players of the save, and he's now playing in the first team of Manchester City. He's a deep line playmaker. He has a good passing skill, good technique, good first touch. He's a leader, and he has good player traits like dictates tempo, try long pass range, long range passes, and he likes to switch ball to other flanks. He is definitely a good player. but he has uh, a fairly good reputation. I believe he could have more stars here. He's still playing for the Welsh team. He's seen as a rotation player in the squad. He played a lot this season, 41 times with a good average rating. And let's see his achievements. Well, a lot of Premier League titles and some individual awards, and that's Thomas Clarkson, one of the best players of this save. Now let's move to Titi, who's playing for Juve after playing like 2 or 3 games in Liverpool, and then Juventus bought him for 39 million euros, and he's playing as a rotation player, as I can see here, in the midfield and winger. He plays as a winger in Juventus, but come on, man, 10 in passing, that's not so good, but he's physically good player traits, a lot of appearances for the Romanian team. He has a good reputation. And let's see his achievements in Juventus. He won a Euro Cup, UEFA Cup, and some individual awards. And that's Titi, our Romanian player. Now let's move to Javier Aldein. Oh my god, look at this period in Manchester United. He played 3 times for the first team. That's sad, man. That's really sad. And then he went on a loan for Sheffield United, where he played 42 times, and then he moved free for Vålerenga in Norway, where he's playing as a rotation player, as I can see. So he's playing in his lands. But that's sad, man. He's not even playing for the first team, for the national first team. Some teams like Chent and Sivasspor are interested in his football. He played 12 times this season, scored 9, a good average, and these are his achievements. It's sad he passed so many time not playing in Manchester United. And now let's move to Zeformite, who's still playing for Chelsea. He is now playing even more than during the last years, and his skills are good. He has good player traits for his position, and he has a good passing skill, good technique skill, and physically he's very good. He's still playing for the national team, I believe. Let's see. No, he's not playing, at least not in this call. And he's seen as a first team player in Chelsea, which is good. He played 29 games this season, and these are his achievements. He won a Premier League cup, the cup, sorry, I don't remember the name of this cup in England. And Zeformite is a well-known player for football fans across Europe. That's Zeformite. Now let's have a quick look in the world profile, just to see who are the best players, who are the best teams. Not a single surprise here. Maybe Monaco. Milan is back in the top of the clubs. Nice. Oh my god. Cookie. Oh. Let's see who is the richest club. Arsenal, followed by PSG, Tottenham, Chelsea, United, Dortmund. Oh my god, Madrid 9th position. That's weird. Let's see financial status. Okay, turnover. Manchester United is in the top. Okay, and the top players: Pogba, Jose Carlos Montero, a new Jane. Nice. attributes: Neymar, Laporte, Alaba, Rugani, Jorge Mere. Who's this player? Mere. Okay. Nice. Jesus, Valery Bikov, in Eugene. Oh gosh, look at this physical attributes. Okay, so that's it, guys. We'll see you again in 3 years. Bye bye.